Alrighty folks, welcome back to another episode of my Jerusalem playthrough. Where in the last episode we 100% overextended here in India. Well, roughly. Actually, slightly less because we were waiting on other provinces to call. But however, not looking like that much of a large area of land geographically, which stresses me out a little bit. We do have literally the highest admin efficiency you could possibly have. So that is what it is. But this episode, what I intend to do is go in against the great and almighty Randa beast. As long as we stay really, it's going to be fair by numbers basically. Obviously we can beat him, and our subjects bring real power, especially Scandinavia, and overwhelming numbers. Overwhelming numbers is really what's going to help us there, but it's going to be interesting to see. And let's do this war, fight this war, whilst we have the age bonus of the golden age bonus. And let's keep our prestige at 100. 100. Screw it. I was gonna give it to one of our subjects here for some cash, so they pay us tribute. But let's keep it at 100. So I found out last episode that we had a subject that I didn't even realize we have. I mean, that's what happens when you have tons of subjects. Integrating the Spanish, and didn't even see this guy here, so here we go. Let's have a brief look. He looks like the only peculiar one. So I'm working on improving relations with him so we can integrate him, as it's already been over 10 years. Nice. This capital city does not look too buff with only level 5 fort. But back to the grind, guys. Pretty soon I discovered this little nation here, but there's very few. He was rebels, I guess, I don't know. Very few remaining independent nations. Mostly we are dealing with... Ooh, if he spawns, Posai, we could kill his face as well, that'd be good. Yeah, look at this, a lot of rebel action going on in Southeast Asia. Mostly we're dealing with Ming tributaries, which means delaying and stalling in, what is the word? Procrastinating, I suppose. The epic Ming campaigns are going to come to an end. Procrastinating, I mean. We pretty much have to kill a fool. Yeah, look at that. So he definitely has enough numbers to be frightening. 6-2. So that's pretty scary. That's not so scary. He doesn't have the Prussian age bonus, thankfully, which is extremely strong. For high damage received, negative 20%. Wow. But he does have a lot of numbers here. That stack's distracted. Oh, and it's making terrible progress due to having a lack of cannons there and 0 siege generals. That's good. It's all about those numbers. I just don't want to engage his troops if it can be avoided. But in the meantime, let's get some of these forts down. And get some of his allies to disappear, so they're not bolstering his troops. Okay, let's artillery barrage it. Tear down this wall. I just got an achievement unlocked, which usually my achievements are shown on my little recording, but that wasn't. Tear down this wall. I don't know what that means, and I don't really care. Some of these achievements, the last one I got was capture 30 boats in one game, not in one battle. Oh, maybe it was in one battle. I don't know. But I think it was capture 30 boats. Some of those achievements are extremely lame like that, but you know, they're new, but they're achievements that are inevitable. You're gonna get it at some point if you just play the game. Uh-oh. That's what I'm talking about. Intimidate by numbers. I don't have a general here. I need this France to flip over so I can equip a general. It's all about those numbers. Intimidate him. Okay, stuff. Whew. It's going nice and easy, just as planned. Now let's have a look at what a 100% here looks like. Now this I could give to Austria. I'm happy to do that. So maybe I should unselect it. Definitely want to be taking all of this from the beast himself. Just so that he's KO'd. Nice. So is that a full annexation? It is. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We'll fully annex him, hand him off to Austria, and Randa beast is no more. Feels bad, man. Definitely one of my favored nations. I pretty much, like, I talk about this occasionally, but like, my favorite nation is, I kind of have two favorite nations, if that makes sense, but it's not as straightforward as that. So I really like Hungary, and I also really like the Holy Roman Empire. Those are pretty much my two most played nations, if you will. But the thing is, the Holy Roman Empire is so diverse, right? Like Austria, I play a lot of. I also like. I pretty much like any German nation, but I spend a lot of time playing the more popular ones. So it's a little bit cheeky and cheaty to say it that way, but to say they're my favorite. But yeah, I definitely like Hungary, and I pretty much like Central Europe, big time. I like the Holy Roman Empire dynamic. It's just a little bit more unique. I like that. Oh, can you, sir, not kill me here too late? Okay. But we're gonna make it in, no problem. Oh, look at his troops. Damn, dude. There's a lot of them. So have we done enough to you to get you out? Yes, we have. Nice. Now this is going to be a long walk because we're going for that full annexation. Oh wow, -2 to rolls, eh? Alright, let's go ahead and retreat. And accumulate everything. Well, I certainly expected that. We cannot take them on, but it's just the overwhelming numbers. And many, many more numbers are coming down the line. Too difficult for him to deal with. But I mean, he has like 100k just by himself. Damn. He's got over 100k just by himself. I'm almost sure of it. It's woods. Now he gets -2 rolls. We might actually win this time. Yeah. Stack wipe even. Brutal. Brutal. Who's drunk now, huh? Yeah, you better recognize. Jerusalem strong. Three, 5. Okay, this guy's, well, we need to drop Lubeck. Okay. Can we use my... No, we can't. Siege 2 General, I was going to say. Nice. GG, sir. Well, that's fun. Defeating somebody who's vastly superior to us in terms of quality. Now this of course is Austria, but we can see he's got higher discipline than Austria. He has lower morale. Wow. Is that he's got 100 siege. Wow. Austria must have gone defensive, yeah. Okay. Because yeah, okay, that makes sense. Austria has morale, and with defensive, the plus 15 here is higher than the Brandenburg 20. But I'm just surprised. The quantity. Yeah, it's starting to make sense. Okay. The brandy is actually not so strong. But that's cool. We still stack wiped and we still feel good about ourselves. Oh boy, it's a long ways to go, guys. 1766. We've got a long ways to go. Got to take out the Ming. It's going to put our aggressive expansion through the roof, but it's through the roof anyway. What are we dealing with here? Verdun. That's him right there. Oh, I didn't take it. I remember losing the battle here, but it's just surprising. I mean, it's a fort level 1. It's surprising that it actually held on for ages there. Look at that first month. You would suspect that you would take it, but apparently not. Oh wow, they're deaded. Poor Brandy's deaded. He obviously got intercepted wherever he was retreating was intercepted. His troops no longer exist. $30 ducats. Game changer. Damn, dude, these stupid rebels are everywhere. You guys die? Alright, so this colony is established. Cool. Yeah, if there can't be any available colonies. There can't be. They would have to be inland, landlocked, which they're not there. So everything's been colonized. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and cancel exploration ideas. Now it does affect our naval force limit, which is way high anyway. It's going to reduce the tariffs, but we're going to get rid of it. And replace it with a policy. I'm going to replace it with a policy, guys. Policy of which I do not know. Okay, let's have a look. I mean, the infantry combat ability is obviously really nice. It's sort of the obvious one. But But I'm looking at that modern siege weapons. Land leader siege, 10% siege ability. That would move things along more quickly. I think I might take innovative. Artillery combat ability is pretty good. But infantry 20% versus team. Probably go for the infantry. Now it'll take a while to finish innovative ideas, but at this rate, it's doable. Without a doubt, it's doable. I mean, I can hand land off to Austria and Germany, not core it up. I think we're going for innovative, which pretty much doesn't do much for us. That is a nice modifier, but our war absorption seems fine anyway. It will help us against Ming. I want that policy. We're ready to go here, aren't we? Not quite, eh? It's Lubeck. Got to take out Lubeck. He's almost donesies. Well, that was really easy, surprisingly easy, because I did not realize that Brandenburg went. Okay, now finished. Spend this prestige here. Back up to 100. Awesome. Didn't realize that Brandenburg went quantity ideas. I definitely think there's some merit to doing that as Brandenburg, for sure. But I just personally thought that he was stronger than that. There's a nation here. Ah. Interesting. A guy down there in India. Negative 10% cost. Oh, that production efficiency. 2% on 400. But who needs money? We're rich. We're super duper rich. Raiding the dude. Like the good old days. You guys remember the good old days, lads, where we went around, we raided some stuff, killed some folks, enslaved some folks. Oh, the good old days. So, I'm wondering who the emperor is going to be. Mercenary maintenance, wow. That gave us like 3k, or whatever that is. 300. We have a lot of mercenary maintenance, that's all I know. I'm doing a bad job finding these rebels and preventing them from delaying the war in progress. Being undisciplined, unfortunately. Okay, so I might go for Malwa next and take a big chunk of trans. And then what we can do is attack Cyber after that and take another big chunk of trans. Although our provinces will not continue coring, unfortunately. Which is always annoying. Not going to build those manufactories, even though they're obviously good. It's so late in the game. It's not a big deal. A separate piece a little big for truce time sake. our influence over Saxony is going to be quite supreme after this. When does our truce come up here? Oh, 2 years with the Commonwealth. Looking forward to that one. How much war score is he? Might take 3. Yeah, because we're going to feed him some of. We're going to feed Kiev some of his land, so that will probably take 3 wars. I mean, it certainly will. No more than 3. Which feels pretty good. He's going to be, you know, a third each war. Looking forward to feeding Kiev more of the lands. Go to dry lands. Nice. Almost done. Jeez, it seems to take forever. Guys, we're going to have reduced embracement cost of institutes. That's the best buff ever. Not like it's completely irrelevant to us right now. I like that Jerusalem name though. Well placed. Quality of our troops is impressive. Haha, sweet. Portuguese. Dang it. Turkish is accepted. And will you guys give it a break? Let's give it a rest. Stop revolting. Well, guys, I must say, with that being said, I think my commentary is on point, guys. It's not like I sometimes sit here and I'm muted. I'm muted after speaking to myself for 45 minutes and then think about, well, that was entirely wasted breath or anything like that, and then kind of feel a little bit defeated and be like, oh, what's the point? None of that going on. Just 100% pure high quality commentary on this channel. I kind of find it irritating when you go to the diplomat mode that provinces that you integrated via diplomacy look stated up. It's a kind of a peeve of mine. I'd like to see that changed, which it won't be. I suggest it won't be. Oh, okay, that I thought we were waiting on that last province, but we're not. Aha, I get fully annexed. That's nice and satisfying. Bavaria is the emperor. Now we're going to give this area... What is that area like that? Yeah, it is. I could do another client state. That's an option we have. I could do a German client state. That'd be pretty cool. But of course, somewhat sillily, somewhat stupidly, even though we can give them Prussian land, Prussian people and so on, there's no way to give them that beautiful Prussian government type or anything like that. Prussian ideas. Nice. Okay. Boost in Austria even more, giving them more Saxony to pull up more into Vienna. Now, here we go. 99.3. That's pretty good. Pretty exact. And we're way ahead of our admin now because we spend it all. Mahaha. So clever. Cracking down on Europe though, boys. For sure. This area and that area, that's pretty much it. 45% integrated GB. construct every canal. What authority do you have, Bavaria? Nice empire. It has been reduced to nothing, just face it. Otherwise, I think Malwa is the way to go right now. Which means super-facing trans. Threw like all of my money away there. But we're going to get it back, no problem. Taking up from negative 10%. Wonder if that helps the lib desire at all for some of these guys. Of course, we can influence nations. That's one thing I've kind of forgotten about, I suppose. Oh, damn! That was expensive, dude. I didn't realize. I mean, I realized it was expensive, but I thought it wasn't quite that expensive. Who cares? We don't use supply depots anyway. It's only one loan. Play this war before he makes more friends, which he seems to be struggling to do, but could happen. This is so tedious. I think we got them all there. How does this Catholicism look? Nice, looking pretty nice. So I'm converting some India right now, the quickest and easiest apparently to convert. That's only 20 overextension. Okay, got a feeling that we're not going to be able to overextend 100% just from this one war. In order to take them, I need to actually make these occupations out here. End of golden era, no! I'm thinking about what to do with my military points, and we might just go ahead and develop them. Just throw them away. But there's another idea slot, right? And I wanted my 29. My last idea will probably be a military idea, just because it's the only point which I will have abundance of. Oh, let's click in. So how about this guy here? What if we take him out at the same time to give us a little bit more of a nice round number of overextension? Okay, let's use half of this as a navy. Looking good, mate. Beauty, mate. And our truce comes up. Oh, was it last episode? I looked at the Commonwealth and I was surprised how soon my truce comes up. Yeah, 10 years off, mate. 10 years off. No, we're right. It's this year. Okay, I'm dumb. Truce comes up this year with the Commonwealth. Sweet. Oh, that's good. I misread that. So that's a nice, easy location. Right, let's just check. No. Yep, 1776. So I was clicking on one dude. Or I'm just dumb. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Could have gone either way. But, yeah. Not coming up anytime soon. Get it right, Monk. No fighting the Commonwealth anytime soon, I'm sorry to say. Doesn't seem like it. Yes, indeed. It's a long ways away. 7 years. Where you walking, man? So let us see how much overextension this gives us. And easily the fit. Be fitified. Loans of 1 province minor. Now our truce with Bavaria, I believe we white pieced him. So our truce should not be very long. We could take another big chunk of Germany by attacking him directly or attacking the Empire, either way. Could be fun. Let's go raid up out east. I should have just landed that navy, I suppose, in docked it here. Probably would have been quicker. But we made it aboard. As usual, we were waiting for that land to be cored, but I'm looking at this war. Are we going to be able to fully annex them? Take what we want. Kill his troops, that's going to demoralize them that much more. Got a little stack there of 30 naval units privateering or protecting against pirates, which I am aware of. I don't think pirates really have any influence anymore around Europe, which is the most significant thing for me. I should have put that in Genoa already. All this money coming through Alexandria should go in Genoa because our influence is higher than Constantinople. It's a nice little cheeky move there, and I think, yeah, result in even more cash. There we go, one of our final colonies finishing up. It better be one of our final colonies. I don't have colonial ideas any longer. Alright, here we go. Full annexation of him achieved. So let's just get the odd cheeky occupation around here. Take a little bit more while we're waiting for our cores to finish. And with the same thought process, let's kill this guy. Have him nice and ready. Ready to be deady. Now, it's probably... raid something. No, I can't. Because I occupy it now. Not sure. 96 ships? Not sure what can be upgraded there. It's... oh, it is our heavy ships. Okay, yep. Definitely worth doing. Upgrade those heavies. Because I want to just dominate Ming. It's part of the goal, part of the dream. Oh, look at that, boys. Above our sailor capacity. Sailors? What sailors? Sailors ain't no thing. Sailors definitely ain't no thing. We're the knights. We got all kinds of sailors. $215. Well, that's quite appalling. Quite appalling. With average claim. Yeah, let's re-roll that, please. Nice. $100% war score cost. 85-ish. 82.5-ish. It's pretty good. Pretty good jobby. Big chunks of land. Alright, cool. Now, hoping once we core this stuff up, I'm going to attack, because our truce with Trans will be forever, I'm going to attack Cyber. Fully annex him into, oh, it's a tributary state. I thought it was vassal. Damn it. Yeah, in separate piece, but fully annex Trans as well. That's the plan. And he's done away with, which is cool. Oh, 700. Oh, look at that money from trade. Dang. Dang. Yeah, and like I said, Europe is definitely something we can do soon when our truce comes up. But I think I shouldn't stop, right? We shouldn't stop, theoretically. Keep going. So when my emissaries return, aha, we're at peace. Let's integrate this guy. Integrate this guy. It should not take too long. Yes. I love it how we don't have to deal with Africa, Arabia. Maybe once these rebels are done, which they seem to be mostly done, never have to be here ever again. And that's the plan. Bring these the floodgates, open the floodgates through to Asia. Bring all the troops out to smash the Ming. Speaking of which, I think we might be attacking one of his tributaries finally. Aha, Japan. That's what we'll do. Okay, we got a lot of navy as well. Yep. Kill Japan first. thanks to throwing my admin points away on that idea group. We're spending that efficiently. What kind of prestige does he have, I wonder? About the same as us. With no allies. Cool. Okay, I'm wondering about somewhere. Let's check out navies. Wondering about transporting some troops across. Okay, this is it. So you... Not quite, eh? It's all heavy ships. Not quite enough to have sort of 4 transports up and running. With that in mind, although it's a bit late, because I want to start this immediately, transports. This canal has finished. Cool. We can zippity-doo back and forth, and that means GB can also. Which I like. We're raiding this stuff up, but I just completely forget. Alrighty, gonna go ahead and declare on the Japanese, lads. 332. You're kidding me. Such rubbish. Below average, as if we need that. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and declare war on Japanese, guys. Take them out. I'm really procrastinating putting the Ming off, and the primary reason, for those of you who are wondering, is because of the lag. Really hoping that whatever, the change of circumstance, the fact that he's not walking across the entire world to come get me like the previous time that we were involved in a war with him. I'm hoping that it's not so laggy, but we will see. I think AI, for some reason, it's just a hunch, a suspicion. I don't know the logic behind it, or if it's been confirmed or anything like that. I might just be making it up. But I seem to remember the AI like lagging the game when it's operating in fog of war, which of course does not exist anymore, but it certainly did. We couldn't see all of Asia when we were at war with Ming, and I think that had something to do with it, but like I said, I could just be wrong. Either way, we'll find out how laggy it is. Hopefully it's not too bad. Next episode, or no, probably not next episode, but soon, very soon, because we have no other options of killing people. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next episode where we crush Japan.